Gunter, the German character we know and love. Seemingly normal. We suspect nothing out of the ordinary, and yet, what would you think if I told you there is much more to Gunter's past than BCI? Well, spoilers, there is. But before we crack the case of the German soldier, we must reinforce what we do and do not know. Number 1. Throughout the war story campaigns, we see him appear periodically, but the most significant of appearances is in the Under No Flag war story, where Günter attempts to hold up Billy Bridger and the other dude, I don't remember his name. And the results of his attempt lead him to an unsuccessful demise as he becomes trapped under the hatch of a car's cab in the blistering African heat.
Hallo? Hallo? Ist da jemand?
What happens afterwards? Who knows? I do. You might think he starved to death or died of heat stroke, but you see, this is not possible as Günter is available as a multiplayer character. But the case doesn't go cold there. You see, Günter is an available multiplayer character for the German faction. However, several other figures that look mysteriously similar to him are also available, but on different factions. If you were a complete imbecile, then you may come to the conclusion that this is simply the Battlefield team reusing assets. But that's where you would be wrong. You see, because I am the one who is making this video, that means I am the person who talks. Therefore, everything I say is canon. This feature is no more a coincidence than you are a bottom G. So, if it's not a coincidence, then what is it? Well, I'm glad you asked. You see, Günter is a character modeled after a Swedish man named Fredrik Blom, I think, in an alternative universe where the Operation Gunterside is conducted not by commandos, but by Karen and her environmental activist daughter in the interests of a zero carbon emission new world. Oh yeah, also the war conflict between Russia and Germany never happened either. Thank you, DICE. Now you might be tempted to think that this happened due to social politics and bad resource management throughout the development and supported lifetime of the game, but the truth is, behind the scenes someone was behind everything, orchestrating the whole thing. Someone who had to have the skills and abilities of a double agent. Someone who could trick everyone into thinking the past turned out differently than it actually did. Someone capable of corporate espionage. Do you see where I'm getting with this? The world as we know it has been marketed to look a certain way, but the truth down under has been swept right under the rug. Throughout proxy wars, black ops, psyops, and bro-ops, one man single-handedly corrupted the world as we know it. Günter faked his death in the Under No Flag war story and has been working with the upper elites to this day to push his environmentalist agenda on all gamerkind. You see, the central intellectual acorn has had him as a bigwig sig-fig mig-tig gamer analysis who has fought on the grounds of the war profiteering and proxy wars on multiple occasions. Remember the gloomy Noah incident? Yeah, I don't either. It was one of the most covered up world catastrophes unknown to the modern world until today. You see, back in 2005, several prototype weapons of mass destruction were stationed on the Shadow Moses Island in Alaska, awaiting testing. All was calm until several unspoken PMCs made their way onto the base. They had bad intentions, of course. Several of the key groups suspected to be involved were Coyote and the E-Girl PsyOps division. It's unknown which group Günter was associated with. However, there is another key player that brings the man's story full circle. You see, Günter wasn't the only double agent involved during the Second World War. There was another, Snake Peter. Oh shit, okay. They're at my door. Quick, prepare yourself. The end of the world might be coming. Or it might not, honestly. I don't know. But I have to run. I have to get out of here quick before they find me. Mateo out.